Hello everyone and welcome back to our Pehle Akshar virtual classrooms. I hope you all are safe in your homes and enjoying our virtual sessions. You just saw some really interesting images. Can you guess what we are going to learn today about? Correct. Today we are going to learn in depth about weather. While I am sitting here and watching as it is raining outside, why not play a game? So I will be looking outside the window and you will guess through my actions what the weather is outside like. So let's get ready. Correct. Sunny. Correct, it's rainy. Now, I would request you to look at the image and then try to guess. Correct, it is windy. Yes, it is cloudy. It is snowy. Correct, it is hot. Correct, it's cold. Okay, so you have been hearing me say the word weather a lot, but do you know what weather means? Well, to explain it to you in a very simple way, weather refers to temperature and other outside conditions at a particular time or place. So, stormy, rainy, humidity, all of these are weather conditions. One more very important thing that we need to keep in mind when we are talking about weather is that weather conditions in one region will eventually affect weather conditions in the region that is probably thousands and thousands of kilometers away. Now, to give you an example, if there is a snowstorm in Shimla, which is in Himachal Pradesh up north, that snowstorm will affect Mumbai when that storm is passing southwest through India. Okay, so that is how weather works. Now that you know what weather is, would you also like to know what weather is made of? Well, weather is made of 4 elements. These elements are temperature, pressure, moisture and wind. Now, all these 4 elements work together to create different weather conditions in different places. Okay, if there is even a small change in any of these elements, it creates a change in the weather conditions. Now, these changes in the weather help meteorologists, who are scientists who study weather, forecast what the weather is going to be like in the near future. Now that you know that weather is made of 4 elements, let's try to learn a little more about these elements. I'll start with temperature. Temperature is measured using thermometer and it refers to how hot or cold the atmosphere is. Now, meteorologists all over the world report temperature using 2 ways. One is Celsius and second is Fahrenheit. Can you tell me how meteorologists in India report temperature? In India, we use Celsius to report temperature. Okay, the second element is atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure refers to the weight of the atmosphere overhead. Okay, if there is a change in the atmospheric pressure, it affects the weather. Meteorologists use barometer to measure the change in the weather. If the pressure is high, then it means that it is a clear sky and it is cool. If the pressure is low, it means that it is warm and it is going to rain. Atmospheric pressure is measured using millibars. Now let's move to our third element. Our third element is wind. What's wind? Well, wind is movement of air, and air blows from places of high pressure where the temperature is cold to places of low pressure where the temperature is warm. Now we come to our fourth and final element, and that is humidity. Now what is humidity? Humidity is the amount of water vapor in the air, okay? And water vapor is a gas in the atmosphere that helps in the making of clouds, snow or rain. Now that you know how important these elements are in weather forecasting, let's learn a little more about weather forecast. So what is weather forecast? Weather forecast is a prediction of what the weather will be like in an hour, a day, or maybe even a week. By using these elements and a few other tools, meteorologists can make forecasts up to 7 days in advance. Okay, just like you have your jugs or cups to measure the water, we can measure the weather through a few gadgets and tools. Let's find out more about these gadgets. So barometer is something, it's an instrument which is used to measure pressure in the air, of how much pressure is in the air. Then we have thermometer, which helps in measuring the temperature in the air. After this comes sling psychrometric, and this helps in determining the moisture in the air. Next we have windsock, and windsock helps in finding out in which direction the wind is blowing. Then we have rain gauge, and this helps us measure how much rain falls on the ground. Next we have anemometer, and anemometer is something that is used to measure how fast the wind is blowing. After that we have weather computers and satellites, and these gadgets helps track the weather patterns for the weather forecasters. Meteorologists forecast weather from a place called weather station. A weather station is simply a place with tools and technology that is used to forecast weather. Along with tools, a weather station also has computer equipments that help the meteorologists in forecasting weather. Okay, so now you know that meteorologists use all these tools, gadgets and technology to forecast weather. But what about man when all these gadgets did not exist? How did he survive when there were no tools and technology? Well, man used his eyes, his ears and his nose. He used his sensory organs to predict the weather. Let's find out how he did that. If the sky is red in the evening in the west and a dry mass of air is following that, then it means that it is going to be a calm weather. If there is a ring around the moon, then it meant that there is going to be a rainfall or a snowfall in the next 3 days. If you see that your cows are lying down together in a corner of the field, it meant that storm was coming. If you see that birds are flying low on the ground, it means that rain or storm is coming. If smoke from a campfire travels straight, then it means that the weather will be fair, but if it doesn't, then it means that it is going to rain.